Is Baker Creek worth it? From my limited perspective, without germinating any of these. What's up, everybody? I've got this package in here. Hopefully you can see it. Beautiful packaging from Baker Creek seeds, heirloom seeds. They're based out of Missouri.
I'll be deep in the cold, cold ground before I recognize Missouri.
And actually, I've watched a couple documentaries since I bought this. And Jer, the guy who started it, he's really passionate about seeds. And I appreciate that in a company. I like to have and support businesses that are passionate about what they do and not just about meeting their bottom dollar. It's really, it makes things more pleasurable to work with and to use. So big shout out to Baker Creek for that. Their packaging is great. Sometimes that worries me because packaging is overdone in an effort to, what I want to say, cover up their lack of results. I know I bought a hat. Same thing, beautiful packaging, but it didn't work out at all. Cheap manufacturing, so we're going to see if that's the case with Baker Creek. But let's get into it. So, I ordered, let's see, 49 different seed packets. Now, I ordered multiples of some, and this totaled out with shipping, tax, and everything, $256. Okay, $256. It's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And it is an investment. So let's go ahead and start. So for this first seed, see, we got a Tabasco pepper. Tabasco pepper. Another Tabasco pepper. Let's see. This is a lemon spice pepper. It's a jalapeno variety. And I really like Baker Creek. They have really good information. Great pictures on the package. And I really appreciate, like I said, somebody who cares about what they do. And online, they've got even more information. Here we've got Royal Garden watermelon. It's a yellow watermelon. Ghost pepper. Pumpkin spice jalapeno. Scorpion pepper. Apocalypse scorpion. Lots of peppers. Oh, first squash. Butternut rugoso violina gioia. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that. This is an Italian butternut squash. I'm excited to try it. I've become a squash lover recently. Here's the large barred boar. It's a green and red striped tomato. Mortgage lifter. I've heard about this a lot. I'm excited to try this out. This is out of West Virginia. A guy started it and apparently is able to pay his mortgage off by selling the tomatoes. Carolina Reaper. Now, as I'm opening these seeds, something I want to focus on, here's a Cushaw squash, is how many seeds I actually get. If you can see right here, the minimum quantity says 20 seeds. Okay, minimum quantity says 20 seeds. And companies do that just so that they can set a standard for what they're expecting to get. So I'm excited to see, did we get a little bit extra? Because Baker Creek's pretty good about that, I've heard, and giving you more, another Tabasco, than what you actually purchased. Another Carolina Reaper. Now, I purchased quite a few of these pepper seeds. That may seem like I got more than I did, but with like the Carolina Reaper, you're only promised 10. They might give you more, they might give you right at 10. So I wanted to order quite a few because I'd like to start them and possibly sell them and give them away to friends, and also grow my own. Here's a Candy Roaster, North Georgia squash. I'm really excited about trying these out. My wife really wanted these. These are flat white boar pumpkins. I've heard they're really great. They're out of South Africa, the Boers. They conquered South Africa, took it over, and this is one of their staple crops that they used in the 16 and 1700s to do that. She likes it just because how it looks. I'm excited for how it tastes, and I think it looks really nice too. She's got a good taste, and she's behind the camera right now, so I have to talk good about her. Another Royal Golden watermelon. I'm a big watermelon eater. I love them. Another big squash. This is a variety that's native to North America. It's been cultivated by the tribe. Let's see, I think Miami. Yep, Miami tribe of Indiana. It's right on the package. Same way with the Cushall here. Cushall is a Native American squash, and I've heard it does really good here in Appalachian Mountains, Appalachian foothills where I live. So we're going to try it out. Apparently you don't have too many problems with vine borers. We've reached our first free seed. Now, maybe it's because all the peppers I bought, I'm not sure, but they gave me a daytail pepper. If you're not familiar with a daytail pepper, that's what they make Captain Sorensen sauce from at Firehouse Subs. I really like it. I've never tried a daytail pepper, so hopefully these will germinate and I'll be able to use them. In the near future, a couple months from now, I'm going to make a video about how they germinate, and I'll be putting that right up here. We're not at that point yet, so it's not there. But in a couple months, you should see a little box popping up here, and we'll see how good this chocolate Trinidad scorpion pepper germinates, and then in the future, I'll have one of how good the harvest was from it. So, that's the scorpion pepper. Now, this is something I'm really excited. I don't know if you can see this on the screen. This is called Heavy Hitter Okra. I've heard great things about this. Now, they're trying to sell it to you, so maybe they're, what do I want to say, overcompensating for it through their marketing and how they describe it. But this is a heirloom variety from Oklahoma, and apparently you get gallons per week off of 1 to 2 plants. So I'm excited to see how that is. I'm not a big fried okra fan, but I really like pickled okra, so I'm going to be pickling some. Here we have Death Spiral Pepper. It's a version of a habanero. Let's see. I just want to run through these. Black Hungarian Pepper. It looks like a black jalapeno. Reached our first corn. This is a glass gem corn. It's a Native American Appalachian Cherokee variety. It's a popping corn, and you can also grind it up and use for flour. I'm excited to try that. Cherokee Purple Tomato right there with that Cherokee glass gem corn. Now, I've ate Cherokee Purples my whole life. My grandpa's been growing them. So, they're my favorite tomato. Black Beauty Tomato. Here's an interesting one. It's called a Sart Roloise. It is a yellow and black or dark purple tomato. I'm really excited to try this. Grandpa always liked to grow yellow tomatoes because he said they had less acid and they didn't hurt his stomach. Heavy hitter here. Let me get these separated. Glass gem corn. You get about 50 seeds, I believe. Yep. Oh, minimum says 75. 75. Here we have a Tahitian melon squash. Apparently it's very sweet butternut top. I'm really excited to try this. And you may be wondering, why am I growing so many squash plants, especially winter squash? Well, I'm interested in preserving food, and I'm also interested in not using all my time to do one certain thing. So I'm focusing on these winter pumpkins and squash because you can pick them off the vine in August and September, keep them at about 60 degrees if you've got a root cellar or if you've got a dark room or something, a storage room. They will keep all winter with zero preparation work. That's what I like. I like to put a minimal investment in and get out a maximum return. Hopefully I can do that with this. We've reached our next free seed. This is a wasabi radish. I didn't pick this up when I go to the local China buffet, which I don't get to go to very often anymore. But when we go there, I ate their sushi. I know it's 50-50 gamble whenever you're eating Chinese buffet sushi, but it comes with some wasabi, and I didn't know if you know this, but they actually use wasabi radish because it's cheaper and easier to harvest, and it kind of has the same pungent aroma and taste. So I'm excited to grow this. Radish is something that grows pretty quick, so that'll be one of the first things. Here we have a flat of Italy onion. Now this is an intermediate day red onion. Intermediate day basically has to do with how long daylight has to be to grow it. So hopefully that'll work here. I'm in zone 7B in the foothills of western North Carolina. So hopefully we can get that. Here's my wife's work. It's the herb. We're starting with the herbs. This is Genovese basil. You know basil. It's good stuff. Marigolds. Marigolds are really great. They attract all sorts of good pollinators and also protectors for the garden. So it's a good reason to grow them. Plus they're beautiful. Armenian cucumber. It's our first cucumber. It's a yard long, so it should get up to about 3 feet if you want it to, but it says to harvest at about 15 inches. Put these over here. And here's St. John's wort. This is a medicinal herb. We're getting really trying to get invested into that. Another glass gem corn, because it's great to be able to go out in your front yard, maybe your side yard, maybe in your kitchen window, and get medicine. St. John's wort, I'll go back to this. It's a perennial, so it grows all the time, and it has many medicinal uses. That's great. That's what we want. Orange okra, I just wanted to try this out. And everything doesn't have to have a purpose here in the garden. Sometimes it's good to have something that you just want to try. That's the good part about it. Heavy hitter okra is to try different things. And that's what I like about Baker Creek so far. If you can tell from my varieties, these aren't seeds that you typically find in the store. Baker Creek, they do a really good job. They have a collection, you could call it, of rare seeds. Their website's called rareseeds.com. I'll link that in the description. And they do a great job of getting these varieties that are, number one, heirloom and open pollinated, so that you can save seeds. You can swap them with a neighbor, and you can use them. They're not patented by some corporation. They have a higher nutritional content, some people say, and in my opinion, they're healthier for you and better. So I'm excited for that, and I appreciate, like I said, that company does that. Here we have Jamaican Scotch bonnet peppers. I like hot peppers, if you can't tell, and most people in my family do, so I'll be giving some of these out, and hopefully making some hot sauce. Peach Carolina Reaper. Okra again, heavy hitter. Carolina Reaper. Here's something interesting. It's called a Japanese black sticky corn. Japanese black sticky corn. I'm excited to try this. It's called a wax corn. I've never tried it. Apparently it's what they make the little mochi balls out of in Japan, and it's really sweet. So this is the only sweet variety corn I'm trying this year, and I'm excited for it. So let's go ahead and wrap up this unboxing. I got a lot of seeds, my friends. A lot of seeds. Japanese black sticky again. Genovese tomato. These are really nice looking tomato. Hopefully they taste good. Here's another okra variety I'm trying. It's called Motherland Okra. There's this guy in Georgia. I think his mom is from Liberia. And basically he is able to get some seeds from over there. But this basically grows into a tree. And it's got short and round okra instead of long and slender. Art Combs, ancient watermelon. Apparently this was found in a clay pot in southwestern United States. It's very sweet, and it's reported that Native Americans had stored it in a cave, in a seed bank, kind of, and they forgot about it, or they left, or something happened, and were able to grow these today because of their work that they put in the past to preserve these seeds. Another red okra. Here's something interesting. It's called Japanese Okinawan Pure White Bitter Melon. Apparently they're healthy for you. I'm not sure. I like how they look. It was $2.50 or $3 for the packet of seeds. So I'm going to try it out and just see how it goes. Horehound. This is a great plant to grow for like sore throat. And you can also just make candy out of it. It kind of has a root beer flavor, in my opinion. Borage. Another herb flower variety that's great for medicinal uses. Giant bullet head wax melon. It says these are from China and they grow upwards of 100 pounds. I'm really excited to try this. Now with this, for example, it says I got 10 seeds, but it feels like I have more than 10 in there. So I'm going to try that out. Oh, got our first gourd variety. It's another big one. Gigantic Zooka gourd. Minimum 10 seeds. I'm excited to try this out. And I know with gourds, you got to be careful. They're like corn, and they'll cross-pollinate easily if you don't keep them separated. Just have a few more seeds in here to open up and look at. Then I'm going to get in to look to see how many seeds I actually got of a few, just for comparison. Red okra. Cucumber, Bait Alpha. I was recommended these by a friend at work. He said they taste really great. He says it's one of the smoothest tasting cucumbers you can eat. They're great for pickling, according to Baker Creek, so I'm going to try it out. I love pickles. There's my cucumbers. Dill. This is elephant dill. It's an annual, but it reseeds itself really good, and it'll go along with making pickles. So, put that with the herbs. Bull's blood beets. I'm growing beets because I like to drink this drink called kvass. It's a fermented beet beverage. It's really good for you. It tastes really good. Well, it's kind of sour, but I like it, and it really makes me feel good, so I'm excited to try those. Put those in the same category as radish. Black sticky corn. Napa cabbage. This is one of the few varieties I'm trying this year. This is great for making kimchi, so I'm excited to try that. I like spicy kimchi. Canterbury bells. This is another flower variety my wife liked. Giant Hawaiian marigolds. And this is dock. I'm not really sure what it is. I know it's a perennial, and I want to focus on establishing a perennial garden with my herbs and some other things, because you don't, like I said, minimal work for maximum output. It's really great. So I'm going to try that out, and apparently it's good for you. So that is all the seeds that I got. Now, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and count the 300 minimum onion seeds that I was supposed to get. I trust them on that, but I will try this bitter melon. It says I should have got 6 seeds. I lied to you. It says it was $1 a seed. I wanted to try it out. So let's see how many seeds I actually got with this investment. Now, this is a weird looking seed. I don't know if you can see this. But I was supposed to get 6, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They almost doubled what they're supposed to give me. I got 11 seeds. I was supposed to get 6. That could have been a mistake. I'm going to do a few more to see if this is kind of the standard. Okay, giant wax melon, minimum 10 seeds. Let's see, 1. Here's a partial seed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Again, they doubled it. Supposed to get 10, got 19. I'm not going to complain about that. And this is a good example, in my opinion. If this continues, we'll look at it with the Carolina Reaper. Under promise, over deliver is what I'm seeing so far. That's really a good thing from a company. Results speak for themselves. So that's ultimately what it's going to be about, not the number of the seeds. So we'll see there. Supposed to get 10 Carolina Reaper seeds, and I've got 23 seeds. That is really remarkable. I think this is going to continue. I'll look at one more. Zooka Gourd, supposed to get 10 seeds. See what I got. Our gourds have a weird shaped seed also. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 seeds. That's great. More is always better, right? Supposed to get 10 seeds, I got 17. This has been the case for all of these, and I'm really happy with this. For $250, was it a big investment? Yes, but I use the word investment because that's what it is. With this being heirloom, open pollinated seeds, I can save these forever. With this large variety that I got, I can see what does best in my area. Next year, I probably won't grow everything that I've got now. But if I want to, I can, because I'll be able to save seeds. And what does grow good, I'll really save the seeds for that. I'll give it to people that I know, and hopefully it'll take and spread, and we can get this movement started for people to be able to grow their own food and use it. It's an investment, friends. If you put your money into, I don't know, the lottery, or put your money into a bank or the stock market, you know, we look at that as, well, not the lottery, but we look at that as an investment. And I think we should look at seeds as an investment also. Seeds are something, especially these heirloom varieties, not only I can use, my friends and neighbors, I can share with them because I'll have more than I need next year. And if I continue to grow these varieties, one day my future children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, if they want to, can continue to pass it down, and it'll be a legacy, it'll be a heritage, and it'll be something physical that they can remember their past with. And that's how I look at this. Somebody had to put the work in for thousands of years to keep these seeds alive and to make this variety what we know now. They selectively picked the best of the best, and it's created these different varieties that we have. And it's truly a blessing to be able to use these seeds, because I know, like I said, thousands of years, millions of hands have went into making this variety of seeds that I get to have here today. So, to sum it up, is Baker Creek worth it? From my limited perspective, without germinating any of these seeds yet, and it being December 28th today, so I won't be germinating them for a little while, a couple more weeks. I'll start some of these. Yes, Baker Creek is worth it. Order now. They will sell out faster than you would believe. If you don't have your orders in before February, expect to not be able to get a lot of what you want. I ordered these close to the beginning of December, and I was basically able to pick whatever I wanted. You know, the fall's harvest came in. They had their seeds ready. Most people haven't started buying seeds. So thankfully, everything that I wanted, I was able to get. None of it was sold out. If you want to do the same, order it today. Like I said, this isn't something frivolous. It's going to make you better in shape because you're going to work with it. It's very rewarding. You can pass it on. You can give it to friends and family, the food. You can enjoy it and enjoy God's creation. I would 100% buy it if you're thinking about it. They're worth it from what I see and what they deliver. And I look forward to sharing my results from this. I'll be linking these videos here at the end. And if they're not up yet, I haven't made them. It's not March, April, May, June, harvest time. So thank you for being here. God bless you and your families. I appreciate you watching this video. And if you're on the edge about doing it, I'd try out Baker Creek.